The 360 camera market in 2026 is the most competitive it has ever been. DJI showed up with bigger sensors. GoPro finally shipped the Max 2 after years of delays. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, a regulatory filing appeared in late March with 3 words that changed the conversation entirely. Insta360 X6, no teaser, no countdown, just paperwork. And if you follow this industry closely, paperwork this specific means one thing: something is coming soon. As of June 2026, the Insta360 X6 has cleared regulatory certification across 3 separate regions: China, the UAE, and the United States, all within the same week in late March. The device carries model designation CINSA-BXA under equipment registration number ER57646/26, and its status across every filing reads active. Meanwhile, Insta360 has been quietly dropping the X5's retail price by around $100 across major platforms, with Amazon matching those cuts in real time. Insta360 has followed this exact playbook before. Both the X4 and X5 saw their predecessors discounted in the weeks immediately before announcement. The signals are consistent, the timing aligns, and the X6 appears to be staging for a summer launch. Before getting into what the X6 is expected to bring, it's worth being specific about where the X5 actually fell short. The X5 introduced 1.28-inch sensors, a meaningful step up from the X4's 1x2-inch sensors, and paired them with Insta360's triple AI chip configuration, one 5nm AI chip alongside 2 imaging processors to power the pure video low light mode. In practice, the X5 handles low light better than its predecessor by a noticeable margin. But a critical detail from the community reveals the ceiling. The X5's sensors are limited in resolution, so the camera upscales to reach its 8K output, and the current processor architecture cannot support 10-bit internal recording. That's not a firmware limitation, it's a hardware one, and it means the X5 is delivering the best version of what its silicon can do. It just isn't enough anymore. The thermal situation adds another layer. Real-world testing placed the X5's continuous 8K recording limit at roughly 77 minutes under warm outdoor conditions before thermal protection engages. In ambient temperatures above 26 degrees Celsius, that figure drops. For event videographers and travel creators shooting long-form 360 content in hot climates, that's a genuine operational constraint. The X6's rumored magnesium alloy chassis with revised thermal management directly targets this. The DJI Osmo 360 is the camera that changed the conversation. Its dual 1.1-inch square sensors feature 2.4 micrometer pixels, twice the physical size of the X5's pixels, which means substantially more light gathered per unit area and cleaner shadow detail in low-light environments without leaning on noise reduction algorithms. The Osmo 360 shoots 8K at 50 frames per second natively, records 10-bit video with a D-Log-M profile, and supports 120 megapixel still capture. For creators who do serious color work inside Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, the Osmo 360's 10-bit output offers a level of post-production flexibility the X5 simply cannot match. The GoPro Max 2 entered the market at $499 and staked its reputation on what it calls true 8K, the claim being that its 8K output uses genuinely active pixels rather than upscaling. In controlled daylight conditions, the Max 2 delivers excellent footage with GoPro's characteristically sharp, vibrant color science and near-perfect stitch lines. However, its 2.3-inch sensors immediately expose it in low light. It also lacks 10-bit recording entirely. The Max 2 is a capable camera for outdoor daytime content, but it doesn't threaten Insta360 at the professional end of the market. What it does is occupy the value tier with a recognizable brand name, which pulls potential X6 buyers who might have defaulted to Insta360 simply out of familiarity. Based on consistent signals across multiple credible sources, the X6 upgrade list reads as a systematic response to the exact hardware gaps outlined above. The headline change is a move to a full 1-inch sensor across both optical assemblies, matching and arguably exceeding the Osmo 360's sensor surface area. 1-inch silicon in a dual-lens 360 body demands serious engineering. The lenses need to be redesigned around the larger image circle. Heat dissipation becomes more complex, and the body has to accommodate it all without growing unwieldy. On video specifications, 8K at 60 frames per second in full 360 mode appears across multiple leak sources, accompanied by 5.7K at 120 FPS in single lens mode. The practical consequence of 8K at 60 FPS for creators is significant. When you extract a reframed clip from 360 footage shot at 30 frames per second, fast motion, a skateboarder cutting across frame, a crowd surging during a concert, carries a slight temporal stuttering that marks the footage as 360 derived even after reframing. At 60 frames per second, that artifact disappears, and the reframed output becomes competitive with conventional action camera footage for the first time. The 10-bit color depth rumor addresses the processor limitation that currently defines the X5's ceiling. 10-bit capture delivers 4 times the tonal gradation of 8-bit across each channel, and its importance scales directly with how aggressively a creator grades their footage. Paired with what sources are calling Pure Video 2.0 and improved HDR pipeline building on the existing mode, the X6 would give serious colorists a workable RAW adjacent starting point, rather than the locked-in look of an 8-bit file. Battery capacity is projected to reach 2,600 to 3,000 mAh, targeting over 100 minutes of sustained 8K recording, which directly addresses both the X5's thermal ceiling and the Max 2's dramatically shorter runtime. Despite the hardware pressure from DJI, Insta360's software ecosystem remains its most durable competitive advantage. DJI Studio has been improving steadily, but it still lacks the depth of Insta360's shot lab modes, AI-assisted editing, and one-tap hyperlapse presets. GoPro's Quick app now supports Adobe Premiere and DaVinci Resolve plugins for 360 file import, useful for professionals already inside those workflows. But it covers a fraction of what Insta360 Studio actually offers. The X6 is expected to push that advantage further, with deeper AI integration, improved real-time subject tracking, and automated reframing powered by motion prediction. For solo creators managing their own post-production, that means less time keyframing and more time creating. Insta360's CEO confirmed in March 2026 that the company is planning 7 to 8 new product releases across gimbal cameras, microphones, a new drone, and the Luna series of handheld cameras. That signals ambition, but it also means resources are distributed across a larger development pipeline than in previous years. With semiconductor availability still a variable across the industry and tariffs affecting component costs, a launch price between $549 and $599 for the standard bundle aligns with the brand's established pricing progression. Once the X6 lands, the X5 at sub-$400 represents a genuinely strong value proposition for creators who don't need the full hardware upgrade. Thank you for tuning in. The Insta360 X6 is arriving into the most crowded and competitive moment this category has ever seen. With a certified model number, a price-dropped predecessor, and a spec sheet built specifically to answer every criticism the X5 couldn't shake. Whether it fully delivers on that promise is something we'll find out very soon. So, let us know, are you waiting for the X6, or has the discounted X5 already convinced you? Drop your answer in the comments.